So here we're going to go over week number 2 of our live trading results with Option Alpha's new Earnings Edge tool. So to start the week, we were down $74.69. We had a little bit better week this week where we actually made $27.14. So net, we are down $47.55. And this is on our brand new Tradier account that we opened just to test some of these earnings tools. Before we jump into the trades, I did want to point out that this Earnings Edge tool is pulling in more than just weekly expirations. So here's an example with the ticker FAST that actually only had monthly expirations. So in this case, I was in this trade and I wasn't particularly happy because in order to realize max profit, I would have to hold on for 2 weeks in order to get that full profit potential. So I think going forward, I'm going to keep my eye on that and make sure I'm only taking weekly expiration trades. The one I wanted to dive into detail on was Delta Airlines, ticker symbol DAL. And there was 2 iron condors that I was interested in, and they both are listed as having the same out of money percentage. But if you actually look at the strikes, they're a little bit different. The short legs are the same, but the long legs are different. And so that's going to move your break evens further in for these shorter distances and then further out for these longer distances. Of course, with that comes a different risk to reward ratio. And so I ended up choosing this one here because it had a slightly higher win rate, still had a good reward to risk ratio over 100%, and average return on risk of 76.3%. This is what the back test looked like when I put the trade on. So a lot of good wins. When it did win, it was over 100% of the risk, which was nice to see. And this is what the actual trade setup looked like. I put on 4 contracts with my max risk being $196. So let's see what happened to Delta. Now keep in mind, the price had to stay above $44.49 for me to make money on this trade. And Delta gapped all the way down, opened the day at $42.96. So my break even was right around here. And I was looking at a pretty big loss when the day started, but I held on to the trade. My plan is to hold on to them as close as I can to that Friday expiration. And I was able to close 2 of my trades for around break even. So $32 loss. I just wanted to take some of the risk off the table and hold on to the other 2 contracts to that Friday expiration. And as you'll see, I ended up taking a full max loss on those remaining 2 trades. On Thursday, I got into a bunch of banking stocks in the financial sector. There was JP Morgan, which had a 75% win rate, a pretty good average return. There was that ticker symbol FAST with a 70% win rate, average return of 33%. There was a Wells Fargo trade, had a slightly higher win rate, but a pretty decent average return. And then I was also in the Citi trade that had a 70% win rate and a 21% average return. And so how that ended up working out was, this is my trade, my earlier trades, but my JPM trade this week was a pretty big winner. FAST was a pretty big winner. Could have been more if I was able to hold on to expiration. And then the Citi trade was a win. I did take a loss on, again, that Delta Airlines trade, and that Wells Fargo trade was also a loss. And so net, we have put on 9 trades. 5 of them have been winners, 4 of them have been losers, and we're trying to kind of claw our way out of our loss so far with this strategy. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more, please subscribe. Thank you.